This first portion of the video is just here to show you how the various members of my fellowship are outfitted in terms of both traits and equipment. It's just going to take a few seconds to see how we're all set up before we get into the main action. Okay, for the first pull, we're going to pull the orcs down to the red carpet and kill them. I've left the music on because I actually like the music selection for this particular instance, so you'll just have to deal with it. Now, if you look at Flavius's buffs, you'll see he's already in continuous blood rage before we even get started. That means I've got to catch up with healing at minus 90% heals with the captain helping me before we even get to anything complicated. Now, while this is going on, I want you to look at the buffs on the other champion, Key. He's going to go into continuous blood rage in a few moments. Since Flavius has all the aggro, Key can practically stay in CBR without requiring too many heals. Now, of course, Daggerand, our captain, is helping me out a lot, not just with off heals, but also with the plus 5% to incoming heal buffs he gets to put on his shield, brother. Not to mention the Banner of Hope he's running. And we're done. Done with the first pull. We've killed the Brute and all of his friends, and we're going to go up and start messing with the Sorcerers now. That didn't take very long at all, thanks to the DPS. Now, the Sorcerers, Lore Masters, and Summoners inside Sammath Ghoul do not do as much damage as the Orcs, but they do put a nasty debuff on people that take minus 40% to incoming heals. And as you might expect, we screwed up our first conjunction. These things happen when we're running Wings of the Windlord. Since our Warden is configured for DPS as well, it doesn't take long to kill these clowns. They don't resist damage very well either, so the amount of DPS we're pouring out makes them turn into hamburger, basically. Now we're going to get this conjunction off properly, although it's against the brute, so the extra damage won't be that useful. But the bonus to power and health is going to be quite welcome, and the extra Oathbreakers are just the icing on the cake. Now, rather than bore you with some more trash pulls, we're going to fast forward to boss number 1. Those familiar with this boss fight will know that it is critical that the boss stay turned around properly while we DPS him. As we learn in this particular fight, CBR does resist the stuns this boss uses. Although, unlike its description might indicate, CBR does not resist some of the other fear attacks inside SG.
Who dares call me forth?
Boss's decision to open with "Can you handle the burn" is a failing on his part, because not only do I get a chance to put up Blade Will Not Wound, but I also get a chance to start attuning to heals before Flavius is even fighting the boss. The extra healing from Wondrous Foreshadowing is critical when doing heals of this nature, because it not only improves my heals, but it also will improve the incoming heals for Flavius that he's getting from our captain. In this case, we're using the boss's special attacks against him. Anytime he turns around to do one of his special abilities, he stops beating on the tank, which buys me a little time to play catch-up. I'm about to fail right here because I don't get Blade Will Not Wound up in time, and we have to pot off this particular fire attack. Because of my fail here, Flavius has to drop out of Continuous Blood Rage for a moment and let me catch up on healing. Since the cooldown is so bloody short, it doesn't take me very long at all to catch back up, and then, at his discretion, he will be able to go back into it. However, we're about to make a critical error. We fail to get away from one of his stuns, and if you'll notice, the fire is coming from the right. We're all stuck in place right at the critical time we need to move. This critical error on our group's part causes half the Fellowship to become casualties. However, the boss is so badly injured, we're going to be able to pull this out. It's just going to take a little bit of effort. This is not a fail on my part. I'd make a deliberate decision to go ahead and continue healing and pot it off so that we can get the boss dead faster. We're going to run out of room soon. You can tell Flavius is back up because I managed to get Do Not Fall This Day on him before he went down earlier. This is going to be crucial to having just enough DPS to finish off the ball. It wasn't pretty and it wasn't clean, but we got the boss killed, and we used our champions in CBR for most of that fight. When we go to the next video, we're going to see how we use CBR in some other parts of Samathul.